Hi there, this is Kelly from Choreography to Go, and we are currently looking for anybody who works in an establishment that would be able to house an exam or exams. We work under Active IQ, and Active IQ have just changed their exam procedures, which means all of our learners now need to sit live exams for their A&P level 3, their A&P level 2 and their principles of exercise and fitness and health in an actual establishment. So rather than sitting them the way that they were currently doing, which was in their own workplace. And we have to house them kind of over the country, over the year. So I'm calling out for anybody who currently works maybe in a school, in a college, in a university. Maybe you work in a health club that has a meeting room, that has a conference room, that would be able to house exams, kind of possibly like one every quarter. So you'd be doing maybe 4 a year. And you need to be in a central location because we need to be able to send learners to you. You will not be marking the exams, but you will be responsible for coordinating them. So I will be sending the exam papers out to you in due time for those exams to then be sat. You will be responsible for making sure that the exams are set in the correct conditions. You will have to sign documentations to say that they've sat in the correct conditions. You might possibly need to be a reader for certain learners who require one, and then you will be responsible for collating those exam papers and sending them back to either myself or Nicola, and we will be then responsible for marking those papers and then contacting the learners. You cannot be studying yourself on any of the fitness qualification certificates, so you cannot be currently studying, say, your level 3 A&P or your level 2. You need to kind of either already be qualified or not be doing any of those qualifications, because you will obviously see these exam papers beforehand. So if you have an establishment that you will be able to coordinate with, it needs to be able to, like I said, house an exam. So it has to have tables and chairs. It has to be the right environment. It can't just be a studio where people are going to be sitting on the floor. You might have a conference room though. You might have a meeting room, which is a good size, and we'd be able to use that. We will obviously pay room hire. We will also pay you an invigilator fee. And the way that I'm kind of thinking about it is that you will invigilate possibly 3 exams in one slot. So that will be level 2 A&P, level 2 principles of exercise, fitness and health, and level 3 A&P. You won't need to worry about, dealing with the learners at all. That will all be our responsibility. But we are looking for venues and we are looking for invigilators. Ideally, if you have teaching qualifications, maybe you work in a school or a college, you're used to exam procedures, that would be absolutely ideal. It's not a necessity though. You could be just a professional, that works in those places, that would have access to it. And possibly most of our learners will be available at weekends. So I don't know if that's going to be an issue, because I don't know whether or not the colleges and the schools or the universities that you might be working for will be open on weekends. I was thinking possibly Saturdays would be ideal for these exams to be run. If you think that you would be able to help us and you would like to take on that role, please get in touch. Please email me, kelly@choreographytogo.com, and I will give all the information to you. We are looking to start these exams from January 2015, so nothing before Christmas. It will be after Christmas that they will be set up. And like I said, it will be about 4 a year. You need to be in a central location. You can't be in the middle of nowhere because learners are going to have to get to you. So ideally somewhere where there's a train station located and possibly nearby, and thinking about kind of all over the country. So we're going to need places up in Scotland, Manchester up north, that kind of way, across to Bristol, possibly Wales, down south in the areas like Southampton or Bournemouth, kind of that area. If you're right down, maybe Devon, Cornwall, that kind of way would be great as well. Definitely London. I can sort out Cambridge, so East Anglia is kind of covered, so you don't need to worry about that. But maybe West Midlands, kind of Birmingham, Derby area would be also amazing. So please get in touch with us, as there's work available for you if you want it. All right, speak to you soon.